Hello, everybody. Llama here, and welcome back to another tier list video. It is spooky month, so today I decided that I would do a little bit of a spooky video as well. Being as Halloween Ends has just come out, and it is the true end to Halloween. I say that with much emphasis for a reason. I figured it'd be pretty fitting, being Halloween is my favorite horror franchise, to do a little rating tier list of my own on all the different masks that have appeared in the Halloween films. Um, I like a lot of these masks. I don't like a lot of these masks. This is all my personal opinion, and if you like some of the ones I don't, or don't like some of the ones that I do, that's all up to you. I don't really care. You can have your opinion and I'll have mine. But yeah. We're just gonna hop right into it. So, we're gonna start off, obviously, at the very beginning with the original Halloween 1 mask. Now, this bad boy, iconic, obviously, started the entire trend for the entire rest of the franchise. Unlike Friday the 13th, which had to build up to its iconic look, Halloween kind of just jumped right on in, and it's just been a staple ever since. So I might get a little flack for the pick I'm about to make. Our tier goes from S to beyond F. And I know what a lot of people would want me to put the original mask as, but I'm going to subvert your expectations, because this is my real opinion here. I love the first mask. It is without a doubt the best out of all the masks, but there are some things about it and about other masks that I prefer slightly more. So, I'm going to crush everyone's dreams real quick, and I'm going to be putting the mask from the first Halloween film at an A rather than an S. And I'm going to get into why I put it there right now with Halloween 2. So, obviously, it's pretty common knowledge that the mask from the first and second Halloween film are the exact same mask. They just look different because the actor who portrayed Michael in the second movie had a wider head, so it filled out the mask more. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Halloween 2 Michael Myers that just seems a little bit more menacing to me, and also, stylistically wise. I like, this has nothing to do with the mask, but I do like how he keeps his collar kind of tucked in close to the neck of the mask. The first one let the collar flare out a little more. And I like the more tucked in look, but mask wise, I do like the shaping of the mask on the head in the second movie, just the slightest bit more. I don't know what it is about it. I just like it a little bit more. So the second mask is going to be going right above the first mask in S. Well, I say the first and second mask, but they're the same one. Next up, we have the mask from Halloween 4. Okay. Ooh. I had to, I had to get a grip on myself there. I don't know why. Just looking at it, some unleashed in me. The Mask from Halloween 4. It's not very good, is it? There are better and worse masks than this on the list. I'm gonna say I'll be I'll be a little fair for now. I might move it later, but for now it's going to go in D. It just he looks so dorky. I don't know. It's weird. Moving on to Halloween 5. Halloween 5's mask. I know a lot of people like this mask. A lot of people like this mask more than the Halloween 4 mask, which is understandable. But there are some key things about this mask that I do not like. The main thing being that its neck flares out way too much, and the neck doesn't seem long enough for the actor who's wearing the mask. It kind of like, I don't know, like, kind of just hovers there, and it makes it look wider in the neck than it should, and I just don't like it. You know, as bad as the Halloween 4 mask is, I just think that neck thing, every time I see it, kind of takes me out of the movie. So, unfortunately, for that reason, it's gonna go in E tier. Moving on. The Curse of Michael Myers. The Curse of Michael Myers. Its mask is actually pretty okay. It's definitely better than 4 and 5. But not as good as 1 and 2. But 5 was definitely back on the right track for trying to like bring it back around to being good again. So Curse Michael. I like Curse Michael. I really do. He's alright. He's not horrible, but he's okay. So I'm going to put Curse Michael in C tier. Right above 4 and 5. Oh boy. Halloween H2O. Trick or treat. Motherfucker indeed. Okay. Halloween H2O has several masks in it, and a majority of them are not very good. So we're just gonna start right off the bat. The CG mask, that's going directly to Beyond F. CG mask was fucking, it just looks so bad. There's no reason for it to exist. It's so garbage. Oh my god. This mask right here, this bad boy, I'm gonna call Forehead Michael. Forehead Michael. He looks like a King of the Hill character, and he's not intimidating at all. But he is still better than CG Myers. So he's gonna go an F right above CG Myers, because CG Myers is kind of just unforgivable. It's super gross. Yet another mask, the Stan Winston mask. Stan Winston mask is actually okay. The Stan Winston mask is it's definitely trying to steer back in the right direction after the fucking horrible excuse that was the CG and forehead Michael. It's all right. I feel like that's most of what I have to say about it. It looks like Michael Myers. The hair's a little funky, and it's a little tight to the actor's face, so you can pretty much always see the eyes, which is a pretty big problem for a Michael Myers mask. So I'm actually going to put it on C tier. I'll put it on C. Yeah, I think C is good. Right next to Curse Michael. They're all right. Moving on, we have another mask. Yet another mask. Yep, that was an H2O. This is the main mask of the movie. This is the one that's featured the most. Now, a lot of people don't like this mask. People say it looks too clean, it looks manufactured, it looks like it's specifically, trying to be made to be intimidating and stuff like that. I agree with those people. But I fucking love it for that exact reason. The main H2O mask is actually one of my favorite Michael Myers masks. Now, I know I'm probably in the vast minority in that regard, but I just love how pissed off Michael looks in this movie. And I like how, especially in the scene where Busta Rhymes is also dressed up as Michael Myers and is yelling at the real Michael, and they're both standing there in these masks, and it's just really funny to see this pissed off looking Michael just standing there and listening to Busta Rhymes bullshit. It's just legitimately funny. And again, I love the mask. I don't know what it is about it. It just really does it for me. I like that it looks angry. I like the darker hair, like kind of the darker rings around the eyes. I like that you can see the eyes, but the actor has like panda eyes on, so it's blacked out in there, kind of like Batman. I don't know. I just really, really like the H2O mask, and I'm gonna put it up in B because it's, in my opinion, just a really good mask. Moving on to more recent Halloween movies, we're moving on to the Rob Zombie Halloween remakes slash reboots. I'm like a lot of other people. I'm not really a fan of these remakes. I know what Rob was going for. I understand the directions he was wanting to take. And I understand the people that do like these movies and why they like them. But unfortunately, they're just not for me. And unfortunately, with a lot of things, if there's a negative experience in one thing, it's tied to another thing. And when I see the reboot masks, I can't help but think how I didn't enjoy the movie itself. But shoving that to the side and thinking about the masks themselves, the mask from the first movie, it was pretty good. It was okay. It was menacing. Obviously, it was kind of big, being Michael is fucking huge in these movies. He's just a hulking beast. So when it's put on like child Michael, in that one scene in the movie, it looks really derpy. But when it's on big Michael, It looks fine. It's alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the first movie's mask at B as well, right next to H2O. Something you may have realized here is the Halloween Resurrection mask isn't on this tier list. It's just not on here. This is a pre-built tier list that I'm using, and for some reason Resurrection's mask isn't on here. Resurrection's mask is similar to H2O's mask, just less angry. So if I had to put Resurrection's mask on here, it would also be probably in C tier, just above the Stan Winston mask. So that's where that would be if it was on the list. So just imagine it's there. The Halloween 2 remake mask, you know, it's in the first half of the movie, it's alright. It's fine. It's a damaged mask, it's a bloody mask, it's a dirty mask. You know, it's supposed to be worn, worn down. That was the point of the first mask as well, but this one is farther along in its decay process. I don't like that. It's better than the one I'll get to next, but I don't really care much for it. I know it's just basically the same mask as the first movie, but more deteriorated. But something about the stark cleanness of Michael has some kind of niche, some kind of thing that's likable about it. And this one kind of lacks that. So, unfortunately, I'm going to put this one down here, probably in D, just because I don't like the damage. Now, the next version, the fucked up, half face revealed Michael. No. That is completely no bueno for me. If you can, seeing the eyes on Michael already is a bit iffy, but when you see half of the whole face and eventually the whole face in the second movie, I just can't get behind it. So unfortunately, it's going in F. I just don't like it. Not to mention, it's so dirty at this point that the white is basically gone and it just doesn't feel like Michael anymore. Halloween 2018. Whoo! I really liked this movie. I know a lot of other people really like this movie as well. It's a very, very okay movie. It's definitely my favorite sequel, I feel, from the original Halloween movie. I feel like 2018 was very successful in what it was trying to do. What it would create later is a little iffy on a lot of people, but for me personally, 2018 Halloween on its own and its mask are pretty cool. The mask is weathered, much like Rob Zombie's reboot mask, but this mask feels a lot more realistic in the way that it's aged. You know, it's starting to wrinkle and decay in a little bit, a little bit of parts. You know, it's realistically aged. And I feel that gives it more over the Rob Zombie reboot mask. But I really do like it, and I'm going to put it in A tier next to the original Halloween mask. It just does it for me. Halloween Kills. Say what you want about the movie. I personally enjoyed most of it. There are, a few parts that I didn't really like, but, it's alright. The mask is, pretty much the same mask from the first movie, except it's got these really cool burn marks on half the mask because, spoiler alert, what happened at the end of the first movie where he's burning in that house. So there's some really cool burn damage on one side of the mask. It's really cool. It's showing almost like a wounded Michael without like humanizing him too much. It's showing that he's taken damage, but it's still not affecting him. And Michael in this movie was pretty nuts on his own. But the mask is pretty cool. And I'm going to put it in B, right in front of the H2O mask because I do really like it. Next up, I believe this is the flashback mask from Halloween Ends. I really did like the mask used in that flashback. I think it was really cool. I love it when they do the flashbacks in that new trilogy. It always looks nice and really just feels like an addition to the original movie. It is a new mask, obviously, but I do like it a lot. And unlike the first movie's kind of look, it has that more tucked in neck collar scenario that I liked that it had in the second movie. So this flashback mask is actually, it's really similar to the first movie mask, but I like it more than the first movie mask. So it's actually going to go in S tier right up here above Halloween 2's mask. Unfortunately, another missing mask on this list is the main mask of Halloween Ends with the mold on the one side of the mask. It's not on the physical list, but much like the Resurrection mask, I will still give it a place on the list. Again, it's pretty much the same mask from Halloween 2018 and Kills, but Ends mask is a lot more weathered. Spoiler alert: if you haven't seen Ends yet, I'm about to say some stuff about it. Because Michael was in the sewer and the mask was in that environment, it started to get damp and it started to mold a little bit. And it's a cool look. I don't like it as much as the normal burn from Kills. I do like it still because it's pretty much the same mask, but I don't like it as much as just the burn itself. Also, more movie spoilers. Beware. I don't like how Michael was portrayed in that movie, much like a lot of people. The movie was watchable. It was bearable. Michael just wasn't really in it, and that was a problem. And I feel like if Michael had more screen time in that mask, it would have been maybe a little bit higher. But because of how it was actually utilized in the movie, I'm going to put it right below the H2O mask. So B tier would be Kills, H2O, Ends, and then Reboot. But yeah, these are my final picks. Let me know what y'all think about all the masks in the description. If you'd like me to see, rather, more videos like this, where I rank looks of characters, it's pretty fun. Go ahead and like, comment down below. Hit that notification bell if you want to see more content from the channel and stuff like this. And as always, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.